Have you ever thought about starting your day with a clear mind and a peaceful heart? What if every morning you could connect with thoughts that bring peace and inner strength? Imagine waking up and, instead of worrying about the tasks of the day, focusing on meditations that truly transform your life. Today, I want to invite you to listen to 10 Stoic morning meditations that can do just that. Have you ever considered the impact these reflections can have on your daily life? As Seneca said, "Life, if well spent, is long." What does that mean to you? Are we truly making the most of every moment? Let's discover together how these meditations can be applied daily, helping to awaken a serene mind and a resilient heart. Now, if you are new here, please like the video and subscribe. Now, let's start this transformative journey together. What if you could start each day with thoughts that promote calm, gratitude, and wisdom? How would that change the way you face challenges? These 10 meditations I've selected are not just to listen to, but to live by. Are you ready to allow these reflections to guide your actions and decisions throughout the day? Come with me. Let's dive into these pearls of Stoic philosophy and see how they can illuminate our paths and bring more meaning to our lives. Meditation on purpose. Imagine starting the day with a clear mind and a heart full of purpose. Think about waking up every morning and dedicating a few minutes to reflect on what truly matters to you in life. This is the power of the meditation on purpose, one of the pillars of Stoicism that can completely transform your existence. Upon waking up, take a quiet moment to connect with your inner self. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. With each breath, allow your body to calm down and your mind to prepare for reflection. Now ask yourself, what matters to me? What is my purpose in this life? These questions, though simple, have a profound impact. The meditation on purpose is not just about finding an immediate answer. It is a continuous process of self-discovery and alignment with your deepest values. At first, your answers may be vague or confusing, but over time you will begin to notice a pattern, a direction that resonates with your essence. A clear purpose functions as a compass for our decisions and actions. Without a purpose, it's easy to get lost in distractions and demands. But when we know what we want and why we are here, each decision becomes an opportunity to move towards our goals. Seneca said, "Life without a purpose is like a ship without a rudder." When you define your purpose, you give meaning to your life. Each action, each choice gains significance and contributes to something greater. Think about the different aspects of your life: career, relationships, personal growth. What is your vision for each of these fields? How do you want to be remembered? What legacy do you wish to leave? These reflections are fundamental to identifying your purpose. It is important to note that your purpose can evolve over time. As we grow and acquire new experiences, our priorities and perspectives can change, and this is natural. The meditation on purpose is a daily reminder to check if we are on the right path and adjust our course if necessary. Living according to your purpose also means making conscious decisions that align with it. You can ask yourself, is this choice bringing me closer to or further from my purpose? This simple practice can prevent you from straying and help keep your focus on what truly matters. Let's consider a practical example. Suppose your purpose is to help others reach their maximum potential. With this in mind, your daily actions might include supportive gestures, encouraging words, and investments in your own education to be able to teach better. Each small action, when seen through the lens of purpose, becomes significant. Another crucial aspect is motivation. A clear purpose provides a continuous source of motivation on difficult days. When obstacles seem insurmountable, remembering your purpose can give you the strength to continue. It is like a lighthouse that shines on the darkest nights, guiding you back to the right path. Make the meditation on purpose a part of your morning routine. Dedicate a few minutes to reflect on your goals and values. Ask yourself every day, what really matters to me, and how can I live in accordance with it today? These simple questions, when asked regularly, can lead to a profound and lasting transformation. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness comes from living in harmony with our values and purpose. By integrating this practice into your life, you will not only find more clarity and direction, but also an inner peace that is only possible when we live according to our true essence. Listen to this every morning and allow the meditation on purpose to guide your actions and decisions. Gradually, you will notice a significant change in your life, a change that comes from living with intention, purpose, and alignment with what truly matters to you. Act with integrity. One of the most powerful things you can do every morning is to reflect on the importance of acting with integrity. In Stoicism, this means letting your values guide your actions. It may seem simple, but this practice has a profound impact on how we live our lives. Integrity is about being consistent between what you think and what you do. It is the mark of a strong character. Think about it. When your actions reflect your values, you live in a way that is authentic and true to who you are. This not only brings inner peace, but also builds trust and respect with those around you. Let's delve into this a bit more. Imagine that you value honesty. If you act according to this value, even when it is difficult, you are demonstrating integrity. For instance, if a situation arises at work where it is tempting to lie to avoid a problem, the choice to be honest, even though it may bring immediate consequences, is an act of integrity. In the long run, this strengthens your reputation and the trust others place in you. Another example is courage. If you value courage, acting with integrity means facing challenges and fears head-on rather than avoiding them. This could be something as simple as speaking in public or making a difficult decision that you know is right, even if it is unpopular. Each time you act with courage, you strengthen your ability to face future adversities with confidence. Integrity is also crucial in the small actions of everyday life. Consider this situation. You might be driving and see someone littering the street. You could choose to ignore it. But if your values include respect for the environment, an act of integrity would be to kindly speak to the person or even pick up the litter and dispose of it properly. These small actions accumulate and shape your character over time. In the context of personal relationships, acting with integrity might mean being true to your feelings and communicating them respectfully. Instead of harboring resentments or being passive-aggressive, you choose to be open and honest, even when it is uncomfortable. This not only improves your relationships, but also gives you a sense of freedom and authenticity. Have you thought about starting each morning with a brief meditation on these values? Ask yourself, how can I act with integrity today? What are my values, and how can I live them fully? This prepares your mind and heart to face the day with purpose and determination. Every decision you make throughout the day, no matter how small, can be guided by this morning reflection. Another thing to remember is that acting with integrity does not mean being perfect. We all make mistakes. The important thing is to recognize these mistakes, learn from them, and continue striving to live according to your values. Self-compassion is an important aspect of this practice. Be kind to yourself when you fail, but remain committed to doing better next time. Practicing a Stoic meditation every morning, reflecting on how to act with integrity, can truly change your life. It gives you a clear moral compass to follow, strengthens your character, and improves your relationships. And most importantly, it brings a deep inner peace, knowing that you are living in a way that is authentic and true to who you are. So, how about trying this tomorrow morning? Take a few minutes to reflect on your values and how you can live according to them. I guarantee that over time, you will see a positive transformation in your life. Meditation on courage. Courage is a fundamental virtue in Stoicism, and cultivating this quality can bring a profound change in your life. Think about the challenges you might face in the day ahead. Remember that we all have fears. Some fears are small, like speaking in public, while others may be deeper, like changing careers or facing a personal problem. The meditation on courage is about recognizing these fears and finding the strength to face them. First, acknowledge your fears. It is not about being ashamed of them, but seeing them for what they are, obstacles that can be overcome. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. When you acknowledge your fears, you take away their power. They cease to be invisible monsters and become tangible challenges you can face. Think about your comfort zone. We all have one, and it is a safe place where we feel comfortable and protected. But to grow, it is necessary to step out of this zone. Courage allows you to do this. When you venture out of your comfort zone, you discover new opportunities and experiences that can enrich your life. It can be something as simple as learning a new skill, or something more significant, like making an important decision. Reflect on the benefits of facing your fears. Each time you act with courage, you become stronger. You build confidence in yourself and your abilities. This confidence is essential to achieving your dreams. No matter how big or small the challenge, each act of courage brings you closer to your goals. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." Living with courage means not hiding from the challenges of life, but facing them head-on. It is knowing that, regardless of the outcome, the simple act of trying is already a victory. Each morning, as you reflect on courage, you prepare yourself to face the day with determination and strength. The daily practice of the meditation on courage can transform your life. It makes you wake up each day with a clear mind and a brave heart, becoming more resilient, capable of dealing with adversities without being shaken. Courage will allow you to live a fuller and more authentic life, where you are not controlled by fear, but guided by the determination to achieve your dreams. So, every morning, take a moment to reflect on courage. Think about the challenges you might face in the day and how you can approach them with courage. Reflect on the areas of your life where you can step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Do not forget that each small act of courage is a step towards a richer and more fulfilling life. Make a personal commitment. Say to yourself, "Today, I will face my fears with courage. I will step out of my comfort zone and embrace new experiences. I know I have the strength to overcome any challenge that arises." This daily commitment reinforces your determination and prepares you to face the day with a positive and courageous attitude. Practice this meditation every morning, and you will see how courage can transform your life. Each day will be an opportunity to grow and become the best version of yourself. Courage not only helps you overcome challenges, but also allows you to live a fuller and more authentic life, where you are the protagonist of your own story. I hope this reflection on the meditation on courage in Stoicism inspires you to incorporate this practice into your morning routine, and that it truly makes a positive difference in your life. Seek self-knowledge. When we talk about seeking self-knowledge, we are referring to dedicating time to reflect on our motivations and emotions. In Stoic meditations, this practice is essential to achieve wisdom and inner peace. But how does this work in practice? Think of your mind as a garden. If you do not take care of it, the weeds, which are negative emotions and thoughts, will take over and suffocate the flowers, which represent your peace and happiness. Self-knowledge is the practice of mental gardening. It is the act of identifying these weeds, understanding why they are there, and working to remove or transform them. Dedicating time to reflect on your motivations means questioning why you act a certain way. What are your true desires? What are you trying to achieve with your daily actions? Sometimes we may be following a path that does not bring true satisfaction simply because we did not stop to ask ourselves what we really want. Stoic meditations suggest starting each day with a period of silent reflection. Upon waking up, reserve a few minutes to sit in silence, focus on your breathing, and observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This is the moment to connect with your inner self and understand what is happening inside you. For example, you may realize that you are feeling anxious about an important meeting at work. By acknowledging this anxiety, you can start exploring its roots. Are you afraid of failing? Or perhaps you fear the judgment of others? Identifying these hidden motivations is the first step to addressing them healthily. Understanding yourself is the key to wisdom. This is because by knowing your own motivations and emotions, you start acting more consciously and intentionally. Instead of being carried away by the current of emotions, you become the captain of your own ship, steering your life with clarity and purpose. This daily practice of self-knowledge helps cultivate resilience. In difficult moments, you will have a deeper understanding of your strengths and weaknesses, allowing you to deal with challenges more effectively. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we cannot control what happens around us, but we can control how we react to these situations. And the foundation of this controlled reaction is self-knowledge. Now think about how this practice can change your life. Imagine starting each day with a clear mind and a peaceful heart. Over time, you will notice a significant change in how you deal with stress, how you relate to others, and how you face your goals and challenges. Self-knowledge becomes an internal compass, guiding you towards a more balanced and meaningful life. This journey of self-knowledge is continuous. It is not something you achieve once and for all, but a constant process of learning and growth. Each day brings new opportunities to know yourself better and deepen your understanding of yourself. By starting your mornings with this practice of Stoic meditation, you are planting the seeds for a fuller and more conscious life. Dedicate time to reflect on your motivations and emotions, and you will see how this simple practice can have a profound and lasting impact on your life. Self-knowledge is truly the key to wisdom, and with it, you can transform your life in a powerful and positive way. Find joy in the journey. Often, we are conditioned to think that happiness is something to be achieved in the future, something that will be waiting for us at the end of a long road. Perhaps you think you will only be truly happy when you get that promotion, buy your dream house, or achieve an important personal goal. However, this view can blind us to the beauties and opportunities that are right before our eyes, here and now. The Stoics remind us that true joy is not in some distant point in the future, but in the process, in the journey we take every day. Life is made up of a series of present moments, and it is in these moments that we must find our contentment. This does not mean we should not have goals or ambitions. On the contrary, having goals is important and can motivate us to grow and improve. But by focusing solely on the final destination, we risk neglecting the richness of the present experience. Imagine a long hike along a mountain trail. If you are only obsessed with reaching the top of the mountain, you may miss the beauty of the landscape around you, the wildflowers, the sound of the birds, the freshness of the wind. Each step, each small discovery along the way, contributes to the total experience of the hike. Similarly, in our daily lives, Each small gesture, each interaction, each task can be a source of joy if we are present and open to it. Perhaps you have an important project at hand and are eager to complete it. However, instead of focusing only on the completion, try to find pleasure in the steps of the process. Appreciate the opportunity to learn something new, to collaborate with colleagues, to face challenges and overcome them. Each day of work is an important part of the journey, and there is always something valuable to be found if you look closely. Another important aspect is gratitude. The practice of being grateful for what we have in the present moment can transform our perspective. Instead of lamenting what we have not yet achieved, we can celebrate the small daily victories. This change of focus can bring a deep sense of contentment and satisfaction. Life is made up of unpredictable moments. By cultivating the ability to find joy in the journey, we are preparing ourselves to face the ups and downs with more resilience and serenity. Challenges become opportunities for growth, and achievements become celebrations of our daily effort and dedication. Reflect on how you can find joy in your journey today. Think about the small steps you can take, the things you can be grateful for, the beauties you can find along the way. By doing this, you will not only transform your day, but also change your life profoundly and lastingly. You have now reached the halfway mark of the video. I congratulate you for trying to become a better version of yourself. If you liked our video, like, subscribe, and comment so that YouTube knows that this type of content helps people like you, and we can continue creating more similar videos in the future. If you don't know what to comment, simply write "Silence is power" to show that you have surpassed our session. Trust in your intuition. Imagine starting your day with a moment of silence, a moment to connect with yourself and listen to that inner voice that is often drowned out by external noise. This is the heart of Stoic meditation, focused on intuition, a powerful habit that can change the way you view the world and make decisions. The Stoic philosophy, which originated in ancient Greece, teaches us to cultivate inner peace and wisdom. One of the fundamental practices of the Stoics is morning meditation, where we reflect on principles that help us live more fully and consciously. Among these principles, trusting our intuition holds a special place. Intuition is that inner voice we all have, a silent guide that connects us with our deepest self. Often it manifests as a hunch or a feeling, something we sense without needing an immediate logical explanation. However, in a world filled with information and noise, trusting intuition can seem like a challenge. This is where the practice of Stoic meditation can make all the difference. Every day, upon waking, reserve a few minutes to sit in a quiet place. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. As you do this, begin to focus your mind on the idea of trusting your intuition. Imagine yourself at a crossroads where various external voices are trying to influence your decision. Amidst this chaos, visualize a soft and constant light. This light represents your intuition. It does not shout, it does not force, it simply guides. Ask yourself, what is my intuition trying to tell me? As you ask this question, observe the feelings and thoughts that arise. Do not judge them, just let them flow. The regular practice of this exercise will help strengthen your connection with this inner voice, allowing it to become clearer and more present in your daily life. It is important to remember that intuition is not a substitute for reason, but a powerful ally. It complements our reasoning ability, offering insights that often escape logical thinking. When we learn to trust this inner wisdom, we begin to make decisions that resonate with our true essence, leading us to a path of greater authenticity and satisfaction. Intuition helps us live according to our deepest values. Often we are pressured to act in ways that do not reflect who we really are, whether by social, professional, or personal expectations. When we trust our intuition, we become more aware of these pressures and more capable of resisting them, taking actions that are in alignment with our true self. To further strengthen this practice, consider keeping an intuition journal. After your morning meditation, note any observations or sensations that have arisen. Over time, you will be able to look back and see patterns. Notice how your intuition has influenced your decisions and how it has proven to be a reliable source of wisdom. Cultivate patience and trust during this process. Intuition may seem subtle and initially difficult to distinguish from external voices, but with practice and dedication, it will become a constant and clear presence in your life. Trust your journey. Each day is a new opportunity to connect with your intuition and allow it to guide your actions. As you develop this practice, you will start to notice a change in your life. Your decisions will become more congruent with who you are, and you will find a sense of peace and purpose that may have previously been elusive. Your intuition is an internal wisdom that connects you with the essential. Listen to it, trust it, and allow it to be your guide. Over time, you will find that this morning practice not only changes your days, but transforms your life as a whole. Appreciate solitude. Imagine yourself in a calm morning, the first rays of sunlight filtering through the curtains, the world outside still asleep as you awaken to a new day. It is in these quiet moments that you have the opportunity to connect with yourself, to dive into your deepest thoughts. This is the perfect time to begin your Stoic meditations, which will shape your day and eventually transform your life. It is essential to reserve moments to be alone, to distance yourself from the noise of the world and find peace within yourself. Solitude is not loneliness. It is a state of being where you are completely in tune with yourself, free from external distractions. In these moments of solitude, you can truly know yourself, understand your deepest thoughts and feelings. Appreciating solitude does not mean isolating yourself from the world, but rather taking time for yourself, even if it is just a few minutes every morning. It can be as simple as waking up a bit earlier, before everyone around you starts their day, or reserving a quiet moment before bed. Find a quiet place where you feel comfortable and safe, and allow yourself to be present in the moment. When you allow yourself to be alone, you open space for introspection and renewal. It is a time to reflect on your past experiences, learn from your mistakes, and celebrate your achievements. It is also a time to visualize your future, set goals, and create an action plan to achieve them. In solitude, you find mental clarity and inner peace, which enables you to face the day's challenges with serenity and determination. By practicing the appreciation of solitude every morning, you strengthen your ability to face life's adversities with calm and courage. You learn to trust yourself and your own inner wisdom instead of relying on the opinions or expectations of others. You become more resilient in the face of difficulties because you know you have the inner strength to overcome them. Moreover, by appreciating solitude, you become more aware of the world around you. You begin to notice the beauty in the simple things in life, such as the birds singing at dawn or the smell of rain after a storm. You become more grateful for the small blessings that surround you every day, and this brings a deep sense of contentment and happiness. So, every morning, reserve some time to be alone and appreciate solitude. Turn off your phone, close your eyes, and simply breathe. Let your thoughts flow freely, without judgment or worry. Allow yourself to feel the peace and tranquility that come from being in harmony with yourself and the universe. Solitude is a gift, a precious time to reconnect with yourself and the world around you. Do not be afraid to get lost in these moments of introspection, for it is there that you truly find yourself. And as you practice the appreciation of solitude, you discover an inexhaustible source of strength, wisdom, and serenity within yourself, which will guide you in all your life journeys. Meditation on reason. Amid the turbulent emotions we face daily, reason acts as our compass, guiding us with clarity and wisdom. We all encounter situations that stir intense emotions, whether at work, at home, or in social interactions. Sometimes these emotions can overwhelm us, clouding our judgment and leading us to make decisions we may regret later. This is where the meditation on reason comes into play. Meditation on reason is about learning to discern between what is real and what is illusory. Start your day by reflecting on this. What is under your control and what is not? Remember the words of Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. This simple acknowledgement can completely change how you view daily challenges. Reserve a moment every morning to make this distinction. Ask yourself, what are the things I can truly control today? Perhaps you can control your attitude, your actions, how you respond to others. But many things are beyond your control, such as other people's behavior, traffic, or the weather. By making this reflection, you begin to cultivate a calmer and more centered mind. You realize that it makes no sense to waste energy and time worrying about what you cannot change. Instead, you focus on what is within your reach, doing your best with what you have. Reason helps us see things more clearly. In moments of tension, ask yourself, am I seeing this situation for what it really is, or am I being influenced by my emotions? This practice can help avoid misunderstandings and unnecessary conflicts. Often, our emotions distort reality, making us see problems where none exist, or magnifying the severity of situations. Reason also guides us to make wiser decisions. When faced with a difficult choice, pause and reflect. Is this decision based on reason or emotion? A decision based on reason considers the facts, consequences, and principles. It is not impulsive but considered, and it is this decision that, in the long run, will bring peace and satisfaction. The daily practice of meditation on reason can be simple, but its effects are profound. It can be as simple as reserving a few minutes in the morning to breathe deeply and reflect on the day's challenges in the light of reason, or perhaps writing in a journal, highlighting what you can control and what you cannot, and how you intend to approach each situation with wisdom. Reason is not cold or devoid of emotion. It works in harmony with our feelings, helping us navigate the turbulent waters of life with more stability and clarity. By integrating meditation on reason into your mornings, you are preparing yourself to face the day with a calmer and more focused mind, ready to make choices that reflect your deepest values. So, start today. Dedicate a few minutes each morning to meditation on reason. Let Stoic wisdom guide your steps, helping you distinguish between what is real and what is illusory, what is under your control and what is not. Be a source of light. Every morning is a new opportunity to positively impact others, whether at home, at work, or anywhere you may be. This principle is a cornerstone of Stoic thought and can completely transform how you see the world and how the world sees you. Upon waking up, take a moment to reflect on how you can be that light. Reflect. How can I be a positive influence today? The answer does not have to be grand. Small actions often have the greatest impact. A smile, a word of encouragement, or a kind gesture can make all the difference in someone's life. Being a source of light also means leading by example. True leadership is not about power or authority, but about serving with love and compassion. When you act with integrity and treat others with respect and kindness, you inspire those around you to do the same. This creates a cycle of positivity and kindness that spreads like ripples in a pond. The Stoics believed that virtue is the only true wealth. By being a source of light, you cultivate virtues such as wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. These are qualities that not only improve your own life, but also elevate others. When you strive to live according to these principles, you not only improve your own life, but also positively influence those around you. Each interaction is an opportunity to be a force for good. In traffic, be patient and courteous. At work, offer your help to a colleague struggling with a task. At home, listen attentively to your loved ones and be present for them. These small actions add up and have a profound impact over time. Inspire with your words. The power of words is immense. They can lift someone up in a moment of need or tear a person down in seconds. Choose your words wisely, speaking with intention and empathy. A sincere compliment, a thoughtful piece of advice, or even a simple thank you can brighten someone's day. Being a source of light also involves facing challenges with a positive attitude. Life inevitably brings difficulties, but your response to them can be a source of inspiration for others. When you face adversities with courage and grace, you show others that it is possible to overcome obstacles and come out stronger on the other side. However, being a source of light does not mean ignoring your own needs. To effectively serve others, you must take care of yourself. Practice self-care and seek balance in your life. This includes taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental health. When you are well with yourself, you are more capable of supporting and uplifting others. Being a source of light is a daily commitment. It is a constant practice of choosing kindness, compassion, and integrity, even when it is difficult. And while you may not see the results immediately, know that each act of kindness, each word of encouragement, and each moment of compassionate leadership makes a difference. Start today with a small action. Be the light that illuminates the path for others, and you will see how, gradually, the world around you becomes a brighter and more positive place. Thus, with each morning, you not only change your life, but also the lives of those fortunate enough to cross your path. Meditation on observation. Meditation on observation is a fundamental practice for anyone who wants to live according to the principles of Stoicism. This practice involves observing your thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment. It may seem simple, but the depth of this practice can bring great changes in how you live and interact with the world. When you wake up in the morning, reserve a few minutes to sit in a quiet place. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, focusing only on your breath. Allow yourself to be present, here and now. As your mind begins to calm down, start observing your thoughts. Do not try to control or block them, just observe. Be a neutral observer, watching your thoughts pass as if they were clouds in the sky. Do not judge these thoughts. Do not categorize them as good or bad. Just notice them. This process of observation without judgment is crucial because it allows you to become aware of your mental patterns without getting emotionally involved with them. For example, you may notice that you often think about work worries or situations that cause you anxiety. By simply observing these thoughts without getting involved in them, you start to understand that they are just thoughts, not necessarily reflections of reality. This gives you the opportunity to choose how to respond to them more consciously and deliberately. Observation of emotions works similarly. When you feel an emotion, such as anger or sadness, allow yourself to feel that emotion without judgment. Acknowledge it and observe how it affects your body and mind. Perhaps you feel tension in your shoulders when you are angry, or a tightness in your chest when you are sad. By observing these physical sensations without judging them, You learn to be present with your emotions without being dominated by them. This practice is not limited to moments of meditation. Throughout the day, continue to observe your thoughts and emotions. If you notice that you are getting irritated in a situation, pause for a moment and observe this irritation. Ask yourself where it comes from and whether it is really worth investing energy in it. Often, just this moment of pause and observation is enough to dissipate the negative emotion. Observation of actions is also essential. Often, we act automatically without thinking about the consequences of our actions. By practicing conscious observation, you start to notice these automatic moments and have the opportunity to act more deliberately. If you notice that you have the habit of responding impulsively to criticism, for example, conscious observation can help you take a moment to breathe and respond more thoughtfully. Meditation on observation, when practiced regularly, can lead to greater self-awareness and self-control. You start to see your mental and emotional patterns more clearly and can make more conscious choices about how to respond to them. This not only improves your emotional well-being, but also the quality of your interactions with others. So, tomorrow morning, upon waking, try dedicating a few minutes to meditation on observation. Observe your thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment. Over time, this practice will become a natural part of your daily routine, and you will start to notice positive changes in your life. The key is consistency and patience. Transformation does not happen overnight, but with continuous practice, you will discover a new way of living, more aligned with Stoic principles of wisdom, self-control, and tranquility. By incorporating these meditations into your morning routine, you will be strengthening yourself not only to face the day with serenity and wisdom, but also to cultivate a resilient mindset centered on Stoic values. May each morning become a new opportunity not only for personal growth, but also for alignment with the teachings of the great Stoic masters, turning each challenge into a chance for inner improvement and positive contribution to the world around you. Did you enjoy the video? Leave that warm like so more people will have access to it. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, I invite you to subscribe and activate the notification bell to stay up to date with all the news. Did you make it to the end? Tell me in the comments, it will be very encouraging. Also, tell me which of these meditations caught your attention the most. This interaction is wonderful. I count on your presence in the next video. See you soon.